Nassau Mix.
Baby, there's nothing holding me back.
The 90s, 2K, and today.
I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one early.
The Nassau Mix. The 90s.
Baby, one more time.
2K.
That I know how to save a life.
And today.
Baby, slow hands.
The Nassau Mix.
Listen weekdays. The voice of Nassau Community College. 90.3 WHPC.
The Yankees win 27 world titles.
Johan Santana throws the first Mets no-hitter.
David Tyree makes a catch for the ages.
Willis Reed walks out onto the garden floor.
For more great sports moments like these, be sure to tune in to all of our fantastic sports shows.
From the Press Box with Rob and Tim Leonard, Monday mornings at 10.
The home stretch with Anthony Tardamella and the WHPC sports staff, Tuesday evenings at 9.
Sports Talk with Chris Muldoon and the WHPC sports staff, Thursday evenings at 9.
And Beyond the Game with Jacob Valk, Brandon Johnson, and the WHPC sports staff, Friday afternoons at 3.
All of these excellent shows and more are on the voice of Nassau Community College.
90.3 WHPC.
WHPC HD.
Garden City.
You're tuned into Long Island's only FM sports voice. This is Sports Talk on 90.3 WHBC.
All righty, sports fans, we are back. But we still have 58 commercial-free minutes to go, so don't you go anywhere. In fact, tell all your friends to tune in to 90.3 WHPC, Garden City, New York. Show's called Sports Talk. And I'm Chris Muldoon, and with me in studio from left to right on your radio dial, we got Mark Talkie-Dukoski.
Yes.
Yes. Tristan Hamilton.
How you
Do we ever
doing,
call
everybody?
T-Ham?
You can call me T-Ham.
Or
my
Tam?
nickname was in high school was T-Sizzle. Actually referred to Terrell Suggs. They gave me that name on my football team.
Oh.
But you can call me T-Ham if you want to. I prefer T-Sizzle though. But
T-Sizzle, all right, there we go. We got Mr. KJ Brooks. I call him Mr. KJ Brooks because he's just so suave and
Calm, collected.
debonair, and always, yeah, exactly. Nice, steady pulse. Very
until the
calm,
games
cool.
I'll be
Come on.
honest.
Yeah, exactly.
He has the nicest car.
Does he? Well,
Yeah, the Audi.
He's style. The man is style person.
You be dropping names over the air, bro. Some of my lifestyle.
He means out there in the parking
man
lot.
is rich.
He didn't bring his car today, though.
And we have.
I'm blessed.
I'm humble.
I was in your backyard several times. I went to the Deer Park outlets on the weekend. Then I had to go to the Deer Park GameStop the other day to get Joy-Cons for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, one of those things. We got to call all the stores around town.
Yeah, and I'll get to that in a second. I just want to introduce our new fellas here tonight on the show. We got make sure I've got it right. Adam Gempel. What did I say wrong this time? Gempel. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I'd forget. But I said it right the first time. That's the one that matters. And,
With a J.
and then Cameron Bonagara.
Yep, you're good.
Right, there we go. Perfect then. And Adam's from Great Neck, and Cameron's from North Belmore, and we got Dave from Franklin Square who's holding. You still there, Dave?
What do you got, 19 microphones now?
We
I remember the old days you had 3 and 2 were held together with duct tape.
Yeah, and then we had little rabbit ears and the like. Yeah, no, we did. And then, so now, Dave, did you go to the Belmont Stakes when they had it, or no?
I didn't. I went on Father's Day.
Oh, okay. Well, very nice.
And it was, let me tell you, I'm not going to tear up over the phone.
We wouldn't know anyway.
For one reason is to see the multi-generational grandfathers with their grandkids and all the dynamics, all the positive dynamics in our society with older and younger people.
Now, who did you bring with you to the...
my son and his girlfriend, Allie, who's a teacher in Jackson Heights. So, I sort of stayed out of their way, and I just enjoyed the day. It really was, and of course I donated. I'll be honest with you. They won a little bit of money, but I donated. Plus, I had to buy dinner on the way home. So it was like,
anywhere good?
Huh?
Anywhere good? Wait, you bought dinner on Father's Day?
We make a very long story short. Elmont, there's a wonderful seafood place, and yes, I bought it, and I ended up having to cook it. There you go. So I love cooking, so that's beside the point.
Now, let me check with everybody. Did everybody here get their dads a Father's Day gift?
Yeah.
All right.
I did not.
You guys are enough. There you go.
Did you guys get Father's Day gifts for that?
I actually don't. I usually work on Sundays. I actually took the day off. If that counts.
Nice.
I got him on.
Okay, I don't. So your gift was yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got him
family time.
Okay.
You pushed that lawnmower, right? right, Mark?
I was gonna say a retro LT jersey, but if it's LT, isn't
It's
it
gotta be
already
retro.
retro?
It's gotta be built in.
Yeah, so I bought my dad a LT jersey. I just had to hurry up and give it to him.
Very
because
nice.
I was tired of holding it in my room. It didn't seem right.
For the youngin, that's Lawrence Taylor, not LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah. Original LT.
That's actually a good question because they're both retro. You know,
I think so.
You know,
Chargers.
that's
Is it Chargers?
that's a great litmus test because I wonder how many people listening thought you meant Lawrence Taylor and how many thought you meant LaDainian Tomlinson. You know,
He's a LD team.
I thought Tomlinson.
I'm sorry.
So if you were
I'm
born a
sorry.
certain year, it makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm sorry.
And Tomlinson was drafted 2001. So since 2001, you know, you would think.
That's like me saying I want my dad.
No offense. There's only one LT.
Oh, okay. I see what you're getting. I see what you're saying. I see what you're getting.
But
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a Jets fan, I feel sorry if you're a Jets fan.
And why I know it was 2001 is because LaDainian Tomlinson was my first draft pick in a fantasy football draft I had on Tuesday, September 4th, 2001 at Windows on the World. And you know what happened 7 days later at the exact place, World Trade Center.
You had it there?
So
wow.
So I don't forget when Tomlinson was drafted and where I was and when I was and all that. So so that's how I know he was drafted in 2001.
Did they used to call Magic Johnson MJ before Jordan really, or they never called him MJ?
No, just either Magic or Irvin.
Oh,
and even if you watch that Colts Lakers 30 for 30, Colts, Celtic Colts, Celtics, Celtics Colts.
They're real male.
Yeah, Celtics. Well, it makes much sense to say Los Angeles and Lakers, like New Orleans and Jazz.
Yeah.
The Celtics Lakers. He's Irvin. Like he's called Irvin. Pat Riley only calls him Irvin.
You call him Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yeah. So whenever they refer to him, he's only Irvin. And Cookie, his wife, only calls him Irvin. Doesn't call him Magic. Yeah. And now she does, I guess, publicly, but never did.
But Chris, the point being, and I just thought about it, when Johnson was playing and everybody was playing, it was more of a regional game. Whereas we never really got affected until the playoffs. When I say that, I mean not being able to watch.
You'd watch the Knicks on Channel 9. The Knicks played it on Channel 9.
And
basketball game, 7:30.
The West Coast game was on Channel 7, if you were lucky, and it might have been the second half of a doubleheader.
Well, I remember watching, because I was a Houston Rockets fan, because I really liked Ralph Sampson, and at the time he was Akeem Olajuwon, and Jim Peterson. They had the Triple Towers. The games, and they allude to it in this Celtics-Lakers documentary, 30 for 30, the games were on tape delay, the finals. I would watch the finals at 11:30 on a Friday night. My mother would want to watch the Tonight Show, and I'd be like, no, I want to watch basketball. And she'd be ironing, and I'd be watching the basket. And the game outcome was done. The game was over, but they didn't have sports talk radio at the time. They didn't have it, so I wouldn't hear what the outcome was anyway. I wouldn't put it on the radio and find out. I wouldn't be on the news because
what else didn't we have? We didn't have ESPN. We didn't have MSG. We didn't have anything else that would be, unless you were a dire basketball fan, and you would put on CBS 880 and wait for the updates on the.
Well, what did they invent? That in fact, it's where Howie Rose got his start. What they call it? Sports phone, right? You'd call 976-1313, I think it was, and that's where you get your sports updates. So you'd call on the phone, you dial that, and it costs whatever it costs. It costs some money, and you would get sports. They'd have the recording. Hi, tonight, and there was Howie Rose actually. The sports there. And who used that? Bettors. Bettors use that.
So we're spoiled.
They want to know their scores. Yeah, well, that's
why the ratings are down, because we get it like just right now. Like I'm on paying attention to the drive because I'm getting alerts on my phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the newspapers were filled with box scores because you couldn't get the box scores but for the newspapers, and you'd be really mad if you had an edition that didn't have any late box scores because you would not get them until the next day's paper. Or the USA Today, or at the time, Newsday was an afternoon paper. Because when I was in 8th grade, I was a Newsday delivery boy.
Yes,
and it was an afternoon paper. So you get them then, but you wouldn't know a box score until now you get it. Now you get the pitch that's thrown, the miles per hour, at real time, as a slider down, whatever it was, so.
No, it was a rather repressed time, but we appreciated what we got. And then you actually went out, no offense, guys, we actually went out and played. And played with we played with our friends, went to the field and did stuff like that. We weren't glued to a TV or 17 channels, and we're going to get updates from this one, that one, this one, and we go back to that one. And it was a fun time. It was a fun time, but like I said, it was a very repressed time as far as any sort of anything on TV that you could watch.
Yeah, when also TV wasn't 24 hours, so
Yeah, remember Bill Mazer
you
on
would
Sunday
get
nights?
you would get at 2 a.m. or whatever. All of a sudden, the national anthem would play.
Yep.
And then you get snow. It would just go to snow on the TV. Yeah, and you wake up and find your dad asleep in front of the TV. So it's like,
hey.
Dad, wake up!
You're supposed to wake me up. No, I came back. Whatever.
Exactly.
That's fine. And unfortunately, with the legislator from Elmont,
Yes.
The assault charge led from the early. Well, again, the gal actually hid his marijuana.
And she put that in the story. She put that in. There's always three sides. There's
I got you.
his story, her story, and the truth. That's what it is. And that's what she wrote that in her complaint. She's got that all that stuff in there, the marijuana, the this, the that. Yeah. It's like, ooh, okay, And he said, I own the judges and I own the cops, and she put that in there. So that's angry words. It's a nice house too, by the way.
In the small job that I do, as soon as somebody tells me they know all the cops, and no matter what, I call the cops.
And ironically enough, he's a nice guy. You know where he got sent to? The precinct that he got reopened?
Yeah, well, the fifth.
Yeah.
That was one of the great comments on. You get some pretty good comments on Newsday.com, and one of them was when they said he had lobbied to get the precinct open because he thought that his community was underserved, and someone said, wasn't underserved today.
It is true. It really is a nice cutoff point. If somebody's going to rob something right before they get to the southern state or the belt, there was a squad. Well, again, like I said, that's all.
Oh, that was funny. But as I'm driving here, there's these. It was clearly an undercover cop car, but it was a police-looking car. Like you'd see that. Like, that's an undercover cop car. And getting out of it on each side, going up to a car. So it's probably undercover narcotics guys or whatever. I watched on the side of the was right as you get on the southern state. The guy going to the driver's door is wearing a Jeter 2 shirt. Mm-hmm. The guy going to the passenger door is wearing a Wright 5 jersey. I'm like, hey, it's dress-up day for undercover cops. And then the second thing I'm thinking is like, aren't they both retired? Those are old shirts. You're not really looking hip. I'm like, Wright's not retired, but he's retired. It's like it's 2006 called. They want its jerseys back.
And who's the one for Floral Park, Dave? Do you know?
No, I've seen the name before, but you have when you talk about an Elmont library system, and let's say you have a 10 o'clock meeting, half of Elmont shows up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they go to Sapienza, they pick up whatever they need, they sit there, and they're gonna yell it down. They want strip malls for some reason. I have that's unbeknownst to myself, but going down, leaving Belmont and going down, it really has become a Dominican area, a Jamaican area as far as businesses. I don't care about population and stuff like that. The usual Mavis Tire, Target,
Home Depot. There's a Home Depot over there, right?
Yeah, that's in the Target. I frequent Home Depot over there, and see, the secret is jobs. But you can't, as an employer, say, all right, I'm only going to hire Elmont people. You can't do stuff like that. You have to hire the best people available. That's why when I've told you many times over, there are no jobs in casinos. There's none. You come in, the same person that you don't play with money anymore. You really can't handle money. You hand a person $100. That person hands you a voucher. You stick the voucher into machines until you lose your money, or some miracle you make money. On the way out, you hand that same card to the same person. When I say the same person, I'm talking about the person that's still sitting in that seat. What have you created? There's no. I mean, who's going to go to a casino restaurant?
Just want to point out that the Utah Jazz just picked a tall white guy. I'm shocked.
Oh, Chris, you're leaving?
You're leaving?
I never thought that would happen.
And the Nets,
I'm telling you, keep up that hook.
The Nets picked up a center.
I'm sure he's a more.
Oh, you got to replace. Well, it's a Syracuse guy.
But they got Timothy Mozgov. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about your Nets. I don't understand. They picked up a center. What was that, Mark?
I don't know. But Dave, you're familiar with the Elmont Library? That's a big library.
Well, yeah,
it can hold.
It's right before the Home Depot.
It can hold a lot of people from the Islander meeting though on July 10th.
It is a large place. I have not been inside, but it is a rather large place. It's the old Albert T. Stanford elementary school in Elmont. It's right before you get to the Home Depot.
I know where it is. I just don't know.
No, it's a rather magnificent place.
Albert T. I remember it well.
When I went out there on Sunday, went to Belmont. It's closed on Sunday. Why would you close a library on a Sunday?
Well,
a lot of libraries are closed on Sundays.